What's going on, people? Happy New Year. Welcome back to Traction Off TV. Plan today, we're going to take the C43 out for a little spin. This New Year's, get some first person POV footage. But look, just to quickly do a bit of an overview of the car, just to go through some of the specs. Brake horsepower 362. We've got 19-inch alloys, which is an inch, a little bit more than some of the ones that I've seen. We've actually got 10mm spacers on as well, just to bring out the wheels a little bit, just to fill out the arches a little bit more. It is quite a subtle touch, but is something that is a little bit noticeable. Just makes a nice little difference personally. Premium Plus package, so pretty much everything kitted out from factory, and we've got the Canvasit Blue paint, which is actually metallic. And you know what, it doesn't do it justice because it hasn't had a clean, just because we're going to get muddy again today anyway. But I do have to admit, in the summer when the sun hits it, it just sparkles. It looks incredible. Furthermore, any other car that I get in the future, I'm going to have to make sure that it's metallic for sure. So yeah, let's get straight to it. So the interior is just a lovely place to be honest with you. If you're thinking about buying one, it's just full luxury in here. The seats are nice and low. We'll touch upon that later. I'm not going to go too much into the pros and cons of the specs of everything, just because I'm going to plan to do another video soon in the next couple of weeks of like a 1 year overview. So just to do like the pros, cons, what I like, what I don't like, if thinking about buying one, and pretty much go for everything. But just one little thing to note is we can actually emotion start the car. So when you put the car on the first time, it'll actually start up in comfort mode. Now, there's a time and a place, of course, we've all been there, where you just want to maybe show off a little bit, you know. If you want to start the car loud in kind of Sports Plus, what we do is press once, and then we press one more time, and then we're going to go to the mode selector down here, and we're just going to go up to Sport Plus, and then on that we're going to now start the engine, and you get a nice little pop bang, and it's just a bit nicer than doing it in comfort. So yeah, let's get straight to it. Let's head out and about. So let's put the engine data on really quickly. So let's go to vehicle, dynamic select, and then we'll go engine data. So let's head off. So the one bane of this car's life is speed bumps. Now, when I bought the car, because there was 10mm spacers on it and there was like slight green tints, I'm not sure what the previous owner did to it, but it does seem like it's been lowered ever so slightly. It wasn't on the specs of the car when I bought it, but just from looking at other C43s that I've seen, the I don't know, the front just seems a little bit lower. Now obviously you've got to slow down at speed bumps anyway to go over, but it just seems like I definitely can't drive past speed bump over 25 miles an hour without scraping the front. So just something to note really. But look, let's skip to heading out of London, and I'll catch you in a bit. And the thing, you don't realise, the car is pretty loud, to be fair. It's only 362 brake, but in the Sports Plus setting, it opens the valves, and you've actually got a selector down here if you want the valves open or closed. So you can have it in Sports Plus and still close up the valves if you want it a little bit quieter. So the choice is pretty much yours as to how you want the car. You've even got an individual setting, which is on obviously every car. But sometimes what I like to do is put it in Sports Plus, but put the suspension on like a comfort setting. So that way you've got the responsiveness, you've got the increased torque and speed, but the suspension's just a little bit softer. You know, good for if you've got other people in the car, or your missus or something, because especially in the Sports Plus setting, the suspension really just stiffens up, and the suspension in this car is non-existent anyway, to tell the truth. And there is of course one big caveat to this car, and that is simply the amount of fuel that it drinks. I can show you after actually, but I'm averaging about 18 miles per gallon. 18. It is an absolute joke. And that is, to be fair, city driving. I don't really do a lot of motorway driving, but still. So in terms of gear changes, you don't have to put the car in manual. You can of course just tap the paddle to lower the gears. speed bump. One thing I like to do as well is you can obviously turn traction off, which I won't do at the moment, but if you just tap the traction control button once down here, you can put the steering into a bit of a stiffer setting. It's just called sports handling, so it just stiffens up the wheel just to give you a little bit more, well, just a little bit less play basically. So we're currently in comfort mode, and just as an example of even, you know, how the car sounds in comfort mode, I'll give you a little listen. So the car's still got a little bit of noise, not too much even in comfort mode. That's with the valves closed, but if you drop the gears, it's still there, but it's just not as loud. You just get so much feedback from the engine. It's so responsive, but even if you just feather it and let go, look at that, you're guaranteed to get your pops and bangs, you know. And a little bit like Colin McRae. So we're just about hitting into some traffic, so thanks so much for joining. We'll leave that one there. That was a good little session, that was proper fun. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.